To decode the interim budget highlights for us, we have Sanjiv Bajaj, Chairman and Managing Director of Bajaj Finserv, joining us. Thank you so much for joining us and thank you for this interaction. Your first thoughts on the budget, populist or prudent?
I believe overall it's a very balanced budget. It's one that is socially inclusive. It also continues to focus on growth with you, as you can see, the 11.1 lakh crore capex outlay from the government. And it's also one that is driving towards greater fiscal prudence, with the fiscal deficit being targeted for 5.8% this year and then 5.4% next year. So overall, I think all in all in the right direction and as one would expect from a vote on account.
All right, now changes to tax rates have been a key ask really. Your thoughts on that not happening at the moment?
As far as corporate tax rates are concerned, we must be aware that the government actually reduced these significantly a few years ago and they've stayed with it, even though the expansion in capex investment hasn't happened and growth hasn't happened because of all the external factors and the pandemic period. And yet they've stayed consistent with that, so I believe that's a good positive sign. And from what I could see from the Finance Minister's speech, clearly consistency is what she has tried to deliver. And we have to keep in mind that this is a vote in account. So in that, I believe this was a fair thing to do.
All right, consistency really being the key, job creation a key focus area. Which sectors do you think can contribute to this the most? Railways and the transition towards green energy, of course, did see a mention.
One of our biggest challenges and needs in India is consistent job creation. We know we are a large youthful democracy and we need to create those additional jobs. And that's where the focus on green, as you said, even the wind energy in the oceans, the gap funding over there, the new 3 rail corridors that they've talked about for freight, the port connection corridors, you can see affordable housing and housing for the middle class, number of inclusive parameters and measures for women to increase their own job employment. And a lot of small but pertinent factors as well. For example, just cleaning up on all the direct tax demands up to 25,000 rupees till 0910 and then 10,000 rupees till 14-15. So you just declog the system and you're not harassing the common man. I think they've put a lot of thought into this. We must appreciate it.
All right, so significant measures there. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and thank you for joining us.